Welcome, Shishi, and thank you for joining us. Yisroel Besser is being sold into slavery. You all know the kasha, but the teretz is a new one. And they sold him. They lifted their eyes, and they were Gemaleim, their camels. These traveling merchants were selling spices, like Rashi. Why were they selling spices? What do we care? Why does the pasuk tell us? To tell you the reward of the righteous. Because really, Ishmaelim, what they're usually selling is petroleum, stuff that doesn't smell well. It smell good. It has a bad smell. Sharechan Ra, whose odor is foul. Lezeh, when Yisroel Besser, the convoy that was taking Yisroel Besser, there's Davnu, Besamim. It smelled good. Shall I use that? I shouldn't have to smell something bad. He was being torn away from his father. He was 17 years old, being sold into slavery. You know who sold him? His brothers. His mother was dead. Life was pretty rotten, but it doesn't smell bad. That's the big thing that's going to give him chizuk now. He's at rock bottom. So the question is well known. It's well known what tzaddikim say, Chaim Shmulevitz and others, that every single thing that happens to a person is the Rebbeinu Shalom weighs on his scales exactly how much is. And once a person has to go through whatever they have to go through, there's only chesed in the world. That means that's also chesed. But even the part that's hidden, everything else has to be beautiful. So he had to undergo this Nisayan of being sold. Only what he had to undergo, he underwent, and the rest was kalkulei chasadim. Everybody says similar ideas. I saw something new this year. To me, it was new. Other people know. From Vayeshev to Britzkesh Yeshiva, he said over that Yisroel Besser was able to withstand all kinds of suffering, all kinds of problems, but he needed to daven. He needed to be able to learn. And if there's a reach ran halach, you're not allowed to daven. You're not allowed to learn. The Vayeshev Ketusha are also in a place where the reach is ra. So the smell was good, meaning Yosef was able to serve the Rebbeinu Shalom. The imik maybe of what he's saying is that how does a person survive difficult times? What does that mean Yisroel Besser could withstand any suffering? The answer is that because he knows that the Rebbeinu Shalom is a kol yachol and anything could happen at any moment. I have a friend who's in prison, Rahman al-Islam. His name is Aryeh Yaakov Ben Sima. The Rebbeinu Shalom should take him out and all others in that situation. L'chei v'salem. And he sends emails to his family, and again and again, it's always about the same thing. This Shabbos, we were able to daven, we weren't able to daven. They did let us daven. Baruch Hashem, we were able to lane. And you start realizing how much we take for granted just being able to daven. Now, besides for the halacha that you have to daven as a mitzvah, davening is where a person says, "I could handle anything," because I know that at any second, the Baruch Shalom could change anything. He has the power. I have the ear of the boss of bosses. So davening is therapeutic. It's healing. It's cathartic. My wife lost her grandfather, that nobody should sit shiva and everything should only be good. But my shviga got up from shiva last week, so her father was nifta. His name was Gershon George Morgan, and he lived in Monsey. He was a chashav yid. So one of the enichach told me over that he called him this Erev Rosh Hashanah, and he was very, very not well already. He was really weak and dejected about his condition. And he called him Erev Rosh Hashanah to say good year, and he sounded in a very good mood. So he said, "Zaidi, you sound great." So he says, "Why shouldn't I sound great? I only have a few problems, and the Rebbeinu Shalom could take care of all of them if he wants." He wasn't himself anymore this Rosh Hashanah, but he was himself enough to understand the imik of tefillah, which is if the Rebbeinu Shalom wants, he can take care of anything. So davening is what keeps a person sane, because it's the knowledge that Hashem can take care of anything. If Yosef couldn't daven because of the bad smell, besides the fact that he couldn't daven, which is a umblik, which is a tragedy, he also lost the way a person could be able to withstand difficult things. He lost that ability to go to a place where you know that there's someone in charge.